Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, if you watched that Colorado game last night, y'all let me know what y'all thinking, man. What Colorado gonna be, man? Because people know I'm a big Colorado fan. I'm a big Deion fan, but the things I saw yesterday, I ain't really like, man. Georgia Tech came out 3 straight drives and gave the ball away. Colorado didn't take it away. Georgia Tech gave the ball away. Colorado did score on the first drive, and that was dang near about as good as they looked. And then they had one really good drive to tie the game back up in the second half. But I don't know. The receivers didn't get to do much because they wasn't letting Salters pass the ball. And I was like, man, y'all got to let Salters throw that rock. But then I was watching him throw that rock. He missed a lot of open throws. He missed the running back out right. He missed, matter of fact, the running back to the right twice. He had some throws on the run that were very bad. He did throw a good deep ball down the left side of the field on a play that they needed it. But yeah, man, he has to get way more accurate. And Salters, if you throwing the ball like that and you ain't confident, run because you got some legs and some feet on you, bro. When you tote the rock, bro, you look nice. I will say who else was toting the rock nice. I like Welch, the running back. He looked very, very good, man. Strong runner, broke tackles, fell forward. I really like him. Colorado got to get that passing game going. They don't got Shador anymore. They don't got Travis no more. They don't got Weston no more. They don't got Jimmy Horn no more. I actually took Georgia Tech as my play of the week. And I've been talking about this to the people that I do in my group chat with my betting, that Georgia Tech was the play of the week. And they started as bad as they did, and they still won, and they still covered the spread. So I had no real fear going into the game that Georgia Tech wasn't going to win just because I knew what Colorado had lost. And I saw a lot of the chinks in their armor with superior athletes. For instance, like the coaching, man. How do you have a minute and like 7 seconds left? 2 timeouts, and you got to go tie the game up, and y'all don't use no timeouts. You leave the game with 2 timeouts. The defense really wasn't that bad. They could have played better, but Haynes King, once again, quarterback run game. I said it. That was the biggest thing about Colorado that I knew on their defenses. They don't stop the run, but you add the quarterback into the run game, it is going to be tough on them. I think Deion, the coaches, the quarterback, the receivers, y'all got to all go back to the drawing board. Like I said, I would say the defense didn't play too bad because the offense just wasn't moving the ball over and over and over. They didn't give up tons of crazy plays. It was just that run game that was killing them, that's already been killing them, but it wasn't just the running backs. Running backs just did so-so. It was Haynes King, and he can tote, bro. And that's just what he does. But Colorado, you got a lot to do, and you better figure it out fast. You better figure it out fast. And Salters, you got to get confidence throwing the ball, man. And once again, if you ain't, run because you are deadly with your feet. But to be honest, if it gets out of hand too quick by midseason, I can see the last 4 or so games, whatever, won't burn his red shirt. If they can hold on for long enough, Juju's gonna come in and play. Now, if it gets bad early, then he'll just play, and then the red shirt will get burned. But I don't know. I think he could catch the last 3, 4, whatever would keep him, from losing a year. However they do it, I think you can do that later in the year. Now, I think it's just total games, not the first 4 or whatever. But yeah, if y'all gonna look like that on offense, I want to see what young Juju look like. I want to see what Juju look like, man. But we're gonna move on because Colorado, they didn't disappoint me because, like I said, I picked against them. I knew what they were. I think it was disappointing more that they had those turnovers and the ability to get the ball so many times at the beginning of the game and only capitalize at one time. Once I seen that, I was like, oh, yeah, Georgia Tech's going to find a way to win this game because Colorado was not, capitalizing. I will say the big matchup, though, Texas, Ohio State. the rematch from the semifinals. Obviously, Ohio State won the national championship last year. Texas had a great opportunity to win that game in the beginning. And I forgot what happened in the game, but like Texas was in it, and then all of a sudden it got away from them at the end. Oh, I remember it was like the last play of the first half. They ended up scoring, and that changed the whole momentum. But fast forward to now, you got Archman. We don't know what he's really is, right? He's started like 2 games. He's thrown like 12 passes, more than that, but he ain't thrown much. You got Julian Saint. He's a freshman. He ain't did nothing. Texas lost receivers. Ohio State lost some receivers. They lost running backs on both sides, but Ohio State did um, keep guys like Jeremiah Smith, Cardell Tate. They got guys. I think Brandon Ennis is still there. Not saying Texas doesn't, but Ohio State got some of them boys that was number one in their class for a reason. Still there. They got Caleb Downs on the back end at safety. I think it's just a toss-up game. I think it's going to be a dogfight, man. I'm so scared because I want to put the under and maybe even add a few points to the under. But I think it's going to be a back-and-forth defensive game just because you have 2 young quarterbacks. It's early in the year. I don't think either coach is going to try and do too much, especially early in the game. I think they're going to try and dink, dump, let them get into the game, get them comfortable. But I think it's going to be a defensive game, and it's going to be hard for Texas to go into Ohio State and get that victory week 1. But since 2010, starting quarterbacks on their first start, quarterbacks that are getting their first start are 0-16 against the number 1 team ranked in the nation. So with that being said, will it be 1-16 now with saying, or is it going to be 0-17? Like there's so much like going back and forth because we at least seen Arch big, fast. It's not the greatest thrower that I've seen last year, but he can throw the football. We have no idea what Saying can do, especially at the college level. So I don't know. Y'all let me know who's gonna win. What's gonna be the score? Is it gonna go over? Is it gonna go under? Is Saying gonna go off? Is Arch Manning gonna go off? Are they gonna both be out there looking crazy? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. But I hope y'all have a good Saturday because football is back, man. Football is back. And there ain't no better way than popping it off with this game right here. Texas, Ohio State, at Ohio State, man. You got a Manning. You got a guy who was one of the top quarterbacks in the nation in Julian Sayin. You got Ryan Day. You got Sark. What else y'all want, man? What else do y'all want? Like I said, have a good day. Y'all know, if y'all want those picks, the link is in the description. We have hit 19 of the last 25 picks at 73%. Y'all let me know who else is giving out 73%, posting them. It's verified. All you gotta do is go to the website and the link. But on that note, man, we out.